With the Halloween update including some major balance changes to both weapons and archetypes, it was time I updated my archetype tier list and rank each archetype on their survivability, movement potential, ease of use, and power variabilities. Let's start off our list with the newly nerfed Muse. Even though Muse has received multiple changes to both their heal and passive abilities, they remain one of the best choices for player survival. The recent nerfs aim to make the heal less powerful by making it more risky to use mid-fight, but these changes only bring it closer to the other archetypes in terms of survivability. The projection dash is still just as good as before, allowing for big brain outplays and great vertical potential. The abilities are not very beginner friendly however, as you will need to manage your cooldowns well to get the most out of your survivability. But Muse remains an S tier archetype and is a go-to for some of the best players in Bloodhunt. Brute is arguably a second best in terms of player survivability, but counts more on your ability to play with cover than managing ability cooldowns. This makes it a lot easier to get the most out of Brute, if you have got good movement skills, but limits the potential of the archetype. The leap makes for easy vertical movement, but can leave you an easy target at times. Overall, Brute's abilities are incredibly versatile and fairly balanced, making him a solid A tier archetype. Vandal's abilities on the other hand are focused on immense bursts of damage and can also be used as movement tools, making them vastly more dangerous and mobile than other archetypes in the game. But versatility is poor in combat, as everything is designed to get you as close as possible to your target. Vandal is an easy pickup but keeps a high skill ceiling for more advanced players. Vandal's slam can however be inconsistent at times, which can often get you killed or at least leave you in a poor situation. There is certainly potential with the abilities, but for now, Vandal is B tier at best. Prowler has finally had some love and received buffs to Scouting Famulus in the Halloween update. These buffs aim to increase the power of the reveal ability, but I don't believe they are enough, leaving Prowler in a spot where they are outshined by Saboteur in almost every way. The passive certainly helps to track down enemies, making it easier for new players to finish kills, but survivability is low with the Vanish being your only tool. I rate Prowler as a C tier and really think a rework to the bats is needed. Let me know down in the comments how you would buff Prowler. The Enforcer has recently received a small buff after the Flesh of Marble exit animation left many feeling overpunished. It is now easier and more consistent to block incoming damage and remains a go-to for newer players. This increases the Enforcer's already great survivability, but you will be left lacking in movement potential and have to rely on regular parkour instead. I feel like the ability can leave you an easy target once it runs out however, so I would rate Enforcer as a B tier archetype. Siren has received a rework to the Flash, making it a lot easier to pull off, but giving you less damage in return. This was a needed change in my opinion, which should make it a little easier to use for newer players. Siren's passive is a huge plus to survivability, and the dash rounds off the abilities with amazing movement. I think that Siren is almost a must-have in group play, as their abilities make the team life so much better. I would rate Siren as an S tier archetype. Saboteur had some quality of life changes to the sewer bomb, which makes it quicker and easier to place them down. This makes it a little easier to play, but it still requires a lot of thought and combat practice to really get the most out of your abilities. The Vanish remains a great way to escape or reposition mid-fight, but lacks heavily in vertical potential. The passive invisibility remains enticing to new players, but I feel like it takes away from the movement-focused gameplay. I may be a little biased here, but I rate Saboteur as a solid A tier, especially in group play. Where did your main end up in the tiers? I will also be covering weapons soon, so subscribe if you don't want to miss that one. Make sure you check out spectating the weirdest 1v1 I have ever seen, or an 18 kill melee only match with no bots, and I'll catch you in the next one.